their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He finds Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A first down carry for Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And down to the 29-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry now for Thompson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Burrow's good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's home. Way down inside the 15-yard line.
Pass. Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Derrick Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
The 2-yard line.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. Burrow going for it on 4th. Going deep for Eifert. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Is a turnover on down.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got in as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
He's checking.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action. It's Burrow. Going deep for Eifert. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Titans' 14-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Josh Jacobs.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Crawford. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Jaguars 14, Titans 7.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now it's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Last year's All-Pro punter, Brett Kern, comes on for Tennessee as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
At the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They throw it out right complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
39-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Henry. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third and 14. Now it's Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Josh Lambo lining up.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And Derrick Henry all alone. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy. If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here. I'll take him. Where's his tombstone? Boot Hill, baby. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Henry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He's got it. This is Bilal Powell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Tannehill on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. from the gun. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, 41 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow will throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Number 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Henry Ruggs. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
7-yard line.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Jacobs now. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown,
Tyler
Jacksonville.
Eifert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Josh Lambo lining up.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Derrick Henry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And
part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Derrick Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
11 yards there, first down.
Joseph.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
First down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield, and this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards that time. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Henry. Oh, refusing to go down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. A give to Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On first down, it's Henry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. A quick toss out right, and he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. K'Lavon Chaisson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Got some real estate inside the 30. Derrick Henry all alone. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do and the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
He's out of bounds.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Complete to
7 catches for him now in this last one. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now here's Ross.
I'm going to show you, man.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. They find some open field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and